Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Rory Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. Sure, we got a bunch of heroes out there that can lift heavy stuff, big whoop, but only those who prove worthy, or those who are smart enough to find their way around that, are able to lift the prize Mjolnir. So let's take a look at the top 10 superheroes who can lift Thor's hammer, and this is part 2. In the number 10 spot is Storm. A lot of you were asking in our last video, well, what about Storm? In the X-Men and New Mutants crossover, she proved worthy to carry a hammer, but not exactly the hammer. She had her own fashioned by Loki called the Stormcaster, which restored her weather manipulating abilities that were previously stripped from her, as well as putting her under Loki's influence. She was eventually able to break free and use the Mjolnir to destroy Stormcaster, but the catch was Thor was still holding on to the hammer at the same time. So there's your answer. Coming in at number 9, we have AIRWALKER. The AIRWALKER, known as Gabriel Lamb, was a herald and friend of Galactus who was killed and then transferred into an android body. Therefore, he is not the flesh and blood that the hammer's inscription implies, and hence works the hammer loophole yet again. Among his journey on Earth to find the Silver Surfer, he encounters Thor, who is shocked when AIRWALKER is able to pick up the hammer, so naturally he destroys him out of fear. I mean, what else is there to do? Next up at number 8 is THUNDERSTRIKE. Eric Masterson had already been a support character in the Thor comics, but it wasn't until Thor number 432 that he would get to lift up the toll of the trade. Thor and Eric had previously been merged as one to save Eric's life, but in this comic, his body is separated from the essence of Thor and he actually becomes the new Thor to protect Earth and join the Avengers, complete with the ability of picking up the hammer. Later on, Odin constructs Eric's very own weapon called the THUNDERSTRIKE. In the number 7 spot, we have NORVELL. In Thor 276, Odin uncovered a prophecy stating that Thor was going to die. So of course he's gotta pick out a new Thor, like he would ever let Loki take his place. No, he would rather choose a random cameraman and equip him with a belt of strength and special hammer picking up gloves. So not only could he take over being Thor, but also woo Lady Sif, Thor's girlfriend. Of course it was all part of an elaborate plot that a Thor would die, but not the Thor. Guess which one it was? Coming in at number 6, we got Conan the Barbarian. What if number 39 asked the question of what would happen if Thor of Asgard had met Conan the Barbarian? Thanks to Loki, we found out. Turns out the two become pretty friendly, sharing lots of macho punchy stuff in common. The hammer gets lost in his story, and it's eventually found but at the expense of Thor's life. In death, he leaves his hammer to his new friend, whom he considers worthy enough to wield it, and that is apparently enough for the hammer too. Next up at number 5 is Zeus. I mean, whether he's a hero or not can be a little debatable, but in Thor Annual number 8, what isn't debatable is the fact that Zeus is able to pick up the hammer. Zeus and Thor came head to head in battle, and you can imagine Thor's surprise when someone else who also shares an expertise in thunder and lightning is able to handle and keep the hammer. It did, however, return to Thor's hand shortly, so whether Zeus was worthy or just godly powerful enough is up in the air. Up next at number 4, we have Black Widow. Yet another Avenger was able to pick up the hammer. Check out our part 1 for a few other members who made the worthiness cut. This happened in another What If story. When Ragnarok claims the lives of all superpowered heroes, only those who lack superpowers are left behind. Natasha Romanoff is one of these, and she is proven worthy when she's able to lift and use the hammer, becoming the new goddess of thunder. But it was a learning curve, and one that proved just a tad fatal for her. In the number 3 spot, we have Squirrel Girl, because it seems this superhero is on par with Superman these days in terms of what she can do. And of course it happened in The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Beats Up the Marvel Universe. Who sanctioned this story? It wouldn't be the first time she's accomplished the near impossible. Maybe defeating the likes of Dr. Doom and Thanos convinced Odin he better damn let this girl pick up the hammer. She would have never lost it to Hela. Coming in at number 2 is Spider-Man. This was Miguel O'Hara from Spider-Man 2099 to be exact. Near the end of 2099, Miguel and a Thor-empowered Steve Rogers worked to bring the world back to order, but a wrinkle in their endeavors caused Steve to be hurtled towards space, as one usually is. In a last ditch of heroics, he tossed the hammer to Miguel, who was able to catch it. Despite wielding the tool, he never transformed in its presence, but went on to use its existence to become a fair leader in Earth's redevelopment, aptly proving how worthy he really was. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we got Loki, because I mean he was kinda a hero in the movie, right? Despite what I said earlier about Loki never being able to take his brother's place, it kinda did happen. During the inversion of the Axis storyline, Loki was transformed into the opposite of himself. This was temporary, of course. Soon the inversion spell wore off and he was back to his mischievous, troublemaking self, thank God for that. So those were the top 10 heroes who can lift Thor's hammer part 2. Let me know in the comment section down below, what other hero do you think could lift the hammer? My name is RoyDestroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.